Well, gentlemen, good day, everybody. Welcome to our CTV update for, it's June the 12th today. Wow, already. Okay, look, I'm getting tired of this weather. We had 4 days without carts last week. The course was soggy. Yesterday I go out, the weatherman said, oh, it's gonna be 20, it's gonna be 20. So I kind of didn't believe him. Thank God I didn't, because I was freezing all day. Froze here on my bike on the way down, froze here on my bike on the way back. I do not trust the weatherman anymore. Guys, I'm sick and tired. So today they tell me it's turning the corner. You believe it?
I want to believe it, but no.
You believe it?
I do this time, John. Next 2 weeks look great. Where we deserve it, and our members deserve some sunshine.
And at least the course is drying out. We're supposed to get a little bit of a squirt tomorrow, so hopefully it's not too bad of a rainstorm and we don't get flooded again. As you know, we're on a clay base here, and I think we had 2 inches of rain on Thursday. It was just terrible. And on Friday, I'm watching on the camera to see if the dentists who were playing Friday afternoon in a tournament, they had the carts all lined up, and I'm praying, please, God, please let it rain a little bit. I love you, dentists. I love you all, but I didn't want you to take those carts out on that course. It was just so soggy, and it rained, and a few diehards, I think, completed it by walking around, but that was good. So we didn't get a whole bunch of ruts on the course, thank God. Hey, listen, we have some results from the Solheim event. Maybe you can talk about that.
Well, John, we did. Well, we had the Solheim scheduled for Sunday, and with the weather and with the no carts, unfortunately, we did have to postpone the event. So the Solheim Cup is now postponed to September 8th. So all the members who are registered already, their registration will be put forth to September 8th. But it also allows us to maybe get some more registration up for that event. So yeah, unfortunately, and due to the weather, no carts, which meant a few people couldn't play, so they postponed. And then it ended up raining as well.
It ended up raining, yeah. So you got another shot, ladies, September the 8th. I've been getting some feedback on fixing divots, ball marks. More experienced members are seeing some of the newer members. They're oftentimes they're fixing things, but maybe there's times when they should and how they should. So a few years back, Cam and I did a video on fixing divots and ball marks. Let's watch that now.
Good morning, Carleton members. We're out here on number 18. We've just taken a shot at taking a little bit of a divot. We are seeing quite a few divots in the fairways already this year. I think that's a result of a lot of members have been spending so much good time in the academy. They're all hitting it straight down the middle, and we're seeing a few divots. Just want to remind everyone how important it is to fix a divot properly. So I've taken a pretty shallow divot with the wedge here, and we can't quite see the grass. My divot's exploded a little bit, so I'm going to grab my sand bottle, which is located on your push cart as well as your drive cart. I'm going to grab the sand bottle and fill up the divot, make sure it's level, and then we're going to level that off again with your foot and step on it. That's now a pretty nice playing surface. If a ball landed there, it's playable. As well, it's going to germinate and it's going to grow back so that we keep jewel tricky fairways just as they should be and nice and healthy. The other thing I'm going to do while I'm in the area is I'm going to notice another divot that unfortunately hasn't been filled. So while I'm here, try to fill one more, perhaps while your playing partner is hitting their shot. So we'll fill that one up as well, and we'll keep the course better than we found it. So we're up on the green now, and we've hit a good shot, fortunately, and starting to line up my putt. But before I do so, we've got to really focus on finding our ball mark. I want to make sure that we walk onto the green in the direction that your shot was coming from. That's going to give you the best chance to find your mark. You'll see here that my mark is right there, but as I walk up to my ball, I also notice a mark that's not fixed. So let's try to fix at least one more on your way to your ball. And how we're going to properly fix a ball mark is we're going to take one of our new pitch fix tools that we sell in the shop. We're going to start from the outside, and it's very important to make sure that the divot tool is vertical. and we're going to press in with a very small twist. We're not going to lift up. If we lift up, we're going to impact and strike the roots. And it's really important to have good solid root structure in our greens, and we don't want to break those roots. So we're going to push in with a little twist from each side. You'll see that I'm not lifting, pushing in, and then we can take our putter and tap that down from all directions. You'll see that only takes about 10 seconds or so. This one's a little deeper. Again, not pulling up, just pushing in from the outside. The little tiny twist if required. Another little tap there. Tap from the other angle. And that very deep ball mark is now gone. It's easy to putt over. And as well, we're not going to see any brown circles. That's going to keep our greens in pristine condition and make sure it's an enjoyable course for us all to play every day. So try to fix your ball mark and one or two more on your way to the ball.
Cam, I have a couple of questions to ask you in addition to that. We didn't address it as well in the video, but one of the big questions is, when do you put your divot, replace the divot, or when do you put the sand in?
So great question, John. At our property, there's often enough moisture where you can put the actual divot back, especially when it's intact, right? It hasn't been shattered into many pieces from your wedge to 5 feet. Yeah. You're definitely able to put the divot back. When the conditions get a little bit warmer and it's a little bit drier, the sand is so key because your divot is not going to root properly, and it will turn brown. We have the sand on all of our carts and push carts. So if in doubt, if you can't find your divot right away, I mean, please use the sand. It will germinate. And then in the rough, a friendly reminder that in the rough you want to replace your actual divot of grass. Replace the bluegrass. We don't want to use the bent grass mixture, which is in the sand and seed bottles, when we're replacing a divot in the rough.
Yeah, and if you can't find your divot, it's better just to leave it, because that grass will eventually creep in anyway. But if you can refine your divot, you can replace it in the rough. So the rough's kind of important too as well. I didn't realize it was weather dependent. That was interesting, and I understand that. If it is very moist, then you replace because it will take, right?
For sure, that's the best option. I mean, for pace of play, for sure at our property, whenever you have the sand, if you can't see your divot right away, just go ahead and use the sand. But we want to mention that it is also effective if that divot is nearby in the fairway. You can replace that as well.
Okay, great. So on Monday we had a town hall meeting. Maybe you can do a little summary of what went on.
Yes, a great meeting on Monday night. We didn't have quite the crowd that we had at our bylaw meeting. I think that's perhaps expected when you have two large member meetings so close back to back. But it was great. We had several managers had a chance to speak. Myself, Tyler, and Joel. Chelsea and Sean sent some good information ahead as well. So we did a really good financial update thanks to our treasurer, Terry McKellar, and Tracy led us through a good State of the Union address. We updated our capital projects, which are mostly complete, and there was a lot of good member questions and good energy. Certainly the financial reports were quite good, and we're very much on budget, specifically with a big increase in membership revenue.
Right. Now, I don't want to embarrass anybody here, but is there going to be a written update of what went on so members can read about that?
Yes, we'll definitely post the minutes of the town hall. Those will get posted on the website, and we're working on those right now.
Oh, that's great. Great news. I'm so excited. This Sunday's Father's Day. I get to play with my sons. I'll be at only 9 holes this time, but better than nothing. But I'm so excited for another reason. The pro shop has gone nuts. This guy went above and beyond. There's so many deals and specials. You got to talk about it.
John, there's so many I can't even remember half of them. No, we got lots going on. This Sunday, Father's Day, It was great. It's our tee sheet is loaded with members, with guests. A lot of people are bringing out their fathers or their children to celebrate Father's Day. Up until Sunday, we do have some specials in the shop. First off is our Srixon golf balls. All Srixon golf balls, any make. It's buy 1 dozen, get 1 dozen free. We also have a BOGO program with all the men's shirts. So buy 1 men's shirt, get the second shirt for 50% off. We have accessories, rangefinders and GPSs are all 15% off as well. And something that's also very special is, I don't normally do this, but for Father's Day, all golf bags are 15% off. This is a great time if you need a new golf bag. Come see us in the shop. They're all on sale. Carry bags, cart bags, you name it. So yeah, we have lots going on. They all end on Sunday, so only a few days left to take advantage.
He forgot tonight, and I didn't want to, I mean, all in-stock men's belts are 15% off. I didn't want him to forget anything that he said. It's all in writing, folks. I've got it right down here so he couldn't forget. So there you go. Father's Day. You looking for a gift? There it is. Very good. Gee, it was so much fun. I went out with Fergus Barron, and I gave Fergus a task. We have a series of shots with Fergus Barron. Mainly shots into the wind. He said, yeah, we commented, yeah, you give those shots to the Brit. Yeah, well, you play the links courses more than us. Anyway, the first shot we're going to look at today is hitting the stinger into the wind. And you know that on number 9 and then number 18, when we got that west wind, you need to get all the distance, especially 9, because you have to get some, it's a par 4. So, let's take a few minutes and listen to, first of all, the intro to the series and to Fergus hitting that shot. Good morning, everybody. We're here on this beautiful Wednesday, June the 5th. We're doing a series with the Fergus Barron series I've given him the challenge here. Fergus is going to be doing some shooting for us. Mainly a lot of shots that we face into the wind or some shot-shaping shots that we need. Fergus, are you used to making these shots? Do you have a lot of? How often do you have to make these shots?
I was going to say you've given the right ones, right shots to the Brit, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I figured you might have played a few links courses, but yeah. we're here on 18, and on 18 and 9, we normally face a west wind, which is coming right into our face. And 9, it's particularly bad. At least 18, you have an extra shot, but on 9, you don't. And for a lot of us, especially a lot of us getting older, we have to get the ball out there to have a half a chance of getting it on the green. So we're gonna introduce our five or six shots here. The first one, well, let's introduce it now.
So we're going to be hitting a low drive into the wind, so great for 9 to 18. So we're going to try and hit it a little bit lower, try and get it underneath the wind, so it's it's going to try and penetrate a little bit further and get out there.
Tiger's famous stinger shot, is that the idea? Yeah. I think you won a whole, was it a British Open with that, or an Open?
That's it, the Open, yeah.
Okay, let's set up for that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, our first shot is going to be the low shot into the wind. We're here on 18. We want to keep the ball under the wind. We need some distance. This is good on 9 as well. Occasionally we get an east wind on for number 4. These are long par 4s that we really need to get some distance. So Fergus, I'll leave it to you. Show us how to set up for this shot.
Okay, thank you, John. So what I'm going to do, so the usual tee height for me would be looking sort of half a ball above the top of the driver. I'm actually going to squeeze it down a little bit further, so I've maybe only got just the top of the ball above the driver, or even maybe a quarter at the very most. So from here, we're going to go, instead of a nice wide stance, I'm actually going to bring the stance in a little bit. So it's going to allow me to turn through the shot a little bit more, because we still need to keep turning through the shot, even though we're trying to hit it lower. And then as we go and set up in there, so looking down the line now, I'm going to pick a target sort of just inside the right hand bunker, and from here we're going to position the golf ball ever so slightly back in my stance there. So we've got a narrow stance, ball slightly back, and from here I'm almost going to try and feel like my right shoulder is going to cover the top of the ball. So for you lefties, it's going to be the other way. It's going to be left shoulder kind of covers the ball a little bit more, and it should come out a little bit lower. So here goes. Bit more weight into that left foot, and
Wow. That's low. Very good. Wow. Guys, I was out there with him, and the shot he hit into the way, he wasn't really happy with it, but it went a mile. It was a little to the right, little block, but it was still a long way down there, and it was in a perfect shape to hit the next shot. He hit some great shots in that series, and we'll cover that over the next coming weeks. Okay, we have a food and beverage survey coming up.
We do, yeah. We emailed that out on Tuesday of this week. And yeah, the team, myself, Chelsea, Sean, we just wanted to have a nice early season check-in, get your feedback, see how things have been going. So it's a pretty quick survey. If you haven't had the chance to open it yet, it's just 6 questions. There is a optional 6th question where you can fill in some written comments and talk about chili and nachos if you want to. So that is there. And if you have any trouble logging in, I mean, please let myself, or Tyler know, Chelsea, and we can help you out with sending a new link if you need assistance logging in.
Okay, like after last week, when I found out we were having the chili nachos for the first time, it was on a Wednesday. I went down to see Sean. Sean, I can't be here tonight. Friday night, can you have the chili nachos? Yeah, I'll have chili nachos. He said, but it's going to be pretty crowded here. We got the dentist in here. He said, well, we'll try and find your room. So we come Friday night. Couldn't get in. Okay, so I still haven't had my chili nachos, Sean. You've got to put it back on the menu. And when you're filling out that survey, the 6th optional question, chili nachos. We need chili nachos, okay? Just a favor for me. Just put that in. Doesn't cost you a dime. It's like the old saying, a candle doesn't lose anything by lighting another candle. That would do me a very big service. So let's get that on the menu. Hey, but we got some kitchen specials to talk about too.
We do, and not quite chili nachos, but how about chicken tacos tonight, John? So we're serving adobo braised chicken tonight, honey pot grade special, shrimp and chicken jambalaya tomorrow. That's Thursday night. And then right through the week, we have the citrus and berry salad is back, shrimp rosé linguine. Pastas are always popular at Carleton. And the fish this week is a panko crusted haddock.
Wow. Very good. Very good. I love those fish dishes there. We have the Intersectional Qualifiers starting this weekend, and there's some interesting information. Why don't you talk about that?
Thanks, John. This is a big weekend for us. So Intersectional Qualifier Round 1 will be taking place this Saturday. Tee times will be running from 10 until noon for the men and the women, and then we have our juniors also teeing off at around 1 p.m. Great field, an amazing field. We have 33 male golfers signed up, led with Elliot Riddell, who gets an exemption into the intersectionals because of winning the club championship last year. In the women's division, we have 11 women signed up with Erica Chamberlain, who's getting her exemption because of her finish last year. And in the junior division, we have 11 juniors trying out as well. And Josh Marcotte, for his win from last year, is getting the exemption for the juniors. So this field is great for all divisions. In the men's division, I think we're looking at it. We have how many under 4 handicap golfers?
Well, 10 under two, and the next 8 are under 4. Yeah. So it's 18 players under 4.
Right,
so.
Right.
And one more thing, we don't want to. The top qualifier gets an exemption to the mid-amateur. So played at our club. So, you know, it's a going to be a pretty exciting time. Okay, let's go back to that's a good event there on June 28th. Looks like we're getting some live music and a tapas event.
We are. So International Tapas is back. We've been working with a band that has played the last few years. The Kesra Collective, the entire band is back. So we've been in touch. The lead singer was engaged for the last month or so and was hoping to get, you know, her sister as well in the full collective. And they're all back. They're actually, John, they're playing at Jazz Fest earlier in the week. Wow. So they're downtown Ottawa, and we have the same group just a few days here on Friday night prime time. And Sean and Chelsea are working on a nice tapas menu. There's no cover charge, and there'll be expanded features that night.
Oh, that's wonderful. I hope we normally are here Friday night, so that should be good for us anyway. Hey, you guys have a special event on Monday. We
do. Thanks, John. Yes, this Monday coming up, Cameron and I will be participating in the PGA of Ottawa Pro event, which is going to be hosted at the Meadows Golf Club. We're playing a team event, playing all 27 holes, and so it'll be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to it. It's every 9 holes is a different format as well.
Okay.
And, so if you don't see us at the club on Monday, we are out actually golfing.
Oh, that's great. That's good news, and I know you're going to do well. You'll have fun, that's for sure. We have a demo next week.
And that's right. So our demo series, our fitting series are continuing on. We have 2 more demo days coming up. Next Tuesday, TaylorMade will be back. Last time TaylorMade was here, we did have some bad weather, so I know not everyone got their fittings in. But next Tuesday, June 18th, TaylorMade will be here from 10 till 3. And the following Tuesday, Cobra will be back as well from 10 till 3. So those are our last 2 scheduled fitting days for now. We're going to take a little bit of break going into July, and then our fitting days will resume again in August and September.
Oh, that's great news. Well, gentlemen, that's a lot for today. Thank you very much for coming, and all of you. Till next time, play well.